Okay, welcome everyone here. I am Dr. Fernando Marengo, and here we're going to share something really important and valuable for all of you. We're going to share about this new company, and it has a very important app. The name of the company is SATHeart, which means Sensory Active Technologies, and we're going to ask some questions to the owner of that company because they developed an app which is extremely useful for emotional well-being. So welcome everyone here, and welcome here, Patrick. Please share with us who Patrick Celka is, what is SATHeart about, please.
Okay, hello everyone. And thank you, Fernando, for doing this interview. SATHeart was born many years ago, and in fact, by the encounters of a Tibetan doctor. And the reason for this is that I was kind of disappointed with the classic medical system and the way they understand the human being as a whole. So I thought, like Eastern medicine was more complete in a sense, because it was taking the whole being like as a whole. You see, it's not like fragmented like in Western medicine. So at the time we decided to do a project because I'm also an engineer by formation, physicist and engineer, and I studied biomedical engineering. So I started to have this idea of mixing or trying to understand Eastern and Western science, and the end result of SATHeart is happened actually last year, just before Christmas, where we finalized the platform, which is composed of an app on the phone. It can work on Apple phone, Android phone, and so on. And you see on the screen there the main interface of the app. And you see there straight away that there are some different tabs there in different colors. And if you go to Minilab, for example, you click on there, you have this Western medicine type of analysis. And the other, the green one is actually biofeedback breathing, and I will explain a bit why we do that. And the two other ones are Eastern medicine style measurement. So we measure different type of energies. So if I can share some screen here for like this one, for example. I hope people will see now the screen happening. Yeah. Okay, so then this is the main kind of very short presentation of SATHeart. We have this app there, and the aim of SATHeart is to help people to get balanced in the life, so that we are stressed by work, by different factors, and this app actually help you to relax. And the uniqueness of this app is that it's not only about meditation or breathing videos, but you actually measure something from your own body, and in real time you can actually see what's happening inside your body. So the brain activity, your heart activity, your breathing, and so on. So this concept come from very old time. It's based on pulse wave analysis, so it come back to about 400 years before Christ with the Greeks and so on. But I mainly get inspired by the Tibetan tradition. So you see there on the timeline, it come back very long time ago. It's very ancient, like the way we measure the pulse wave, and we can understand how the heart function. and the different aspects of physiology and mind process emotions, they all coded in the pulse wave, in fact. And what you see there on the right side is that modern technology is now allowed to measure these things very easily with small sensors, even just with the smartphone, which is very, I mean, just amazing. Eh? So um, the next step, of course, is to understand how these energies are connected between what we call the five elements and the or connection to the universe at the end of the day. You see, so this is kind of transition from understanding the basic physiology, neurophysiology, and psychology to kind of more advanced level of subtle energies which are inside the body. And one example is that I suppose people know the system of the chakras, you know, different centers in the body, which are known for centuries in Eastern traditions. And we can activate these centers. They correspond to different organs in the body, but also connection to the universe as a whole. So when we do a practice with the app, we don't only measure our own energy, but we measure how the universe communicates with us. This is the most important, yeah. And we can realign our own psychology and mental aspect with the universe and the people around us, yeah, which is the most important part. So this is, I'm not going into the details there. It's also linked with now well-known scientific experiments that SATHeart has been doing for so many years. And we understand quite well some aspect of that. Not all, of course, but we really start to understand what's going on. So here you see the main screen of the app, which is basically measuring your pulse wave. So how the heart function, how the heart communicate with the brain and the lungs and all organs, and we can actually measure this with the pulse wave. Yeah, and when you measure this, we will do some experiments after. But when we measure this, you can see on the screen if you are in balance or a bit too stressed or a bit too relaxed. And so this is like a body-mind balance instrument, I would say. But the main instrument is yourself. You know, it's the app is there for helping you to visualize what's going on. But you can actually see, feel what's happening inside yourself. So you can see here, for example, I do a lot of research as well, like scientific research, clinical research. All the data that you see there has been validated with medical standard, with medical instruments. So this is very important. And you see, for example, here we published with some collaborators a first paper, which is like pioneering this kind of techniques. It was like many years ago, but you see there that a lot of people are interested into these techniques and how to relate Eastern and Western medicine. More than 8,000 people have read these documents now, so it's really nice. And so as you know, like I'm a bit like off the line here with SATHeart, but like this is you can just get the SATHeart from the store, Apple Store and Google Store. There's no subscription, so you can purchase the app. It's for life. You know, you don't need to do anything else. You keep it, and you will have some update of the app along the way. You can use the app with a sensor on your body or without a sensor. So it's up to everyone. I also have some limited amount of external sensors as well if people want to do that. Otherwise, I can recommend some sensors like commercial sensors, which are also approved, you know, to be worn on the body of the people. So I think this is a summary of SATHeart. You know, it's a very long story, but so I try to keep it short.
So it seems that the purpose of this app, VitaLab, is for those people who are willing to cultivate emotional balance and emotional well-being. If so, would
Mhm.
you like to share any story of someone who accomplished, who got a very powerful transformation through this system?
Yes, I mean, I had a friend who was kind of depressed, so not really stressed, but not in the mood of waking up and so on, and try to use the app like every day, and by just like understanding and feeling that the himself was alive. You know, when you see the pulse wave, as I will show you, you feel, oh, I'm alive, something is really happening here. So day after day, and because the way the pulse wave, the heart is changing, you know, you can really see emotions coming through the wave. You know, it's not only physiology like blood pressure or something like that, but if you feel depressed, the wave has certain shapes. If you feel stressed, the wave has other shapes, you know. And we can extract information from this using some techniques, you know, analysis of the pulse wave. So when the person was actually going, like experiencing something very new, because most of the time people are disconnected with their own body. You know, you do things by habit and you're not aware. And the main one of the main point of this app is actually to bring awareness to people that they exist. They have, you know, life inside themselves. It's moving. It's there's energy there. And if you use this energy properly, so it's really like making your life more meaningful. So I think for depressed people or people who have some anxieties, depression, like this friend there, it kind of wake him up, you know, like to his own reality. And I don't see that this process was like when you take a pill, you know, from the box. You know, it's not like this, but it's a slow process with up and downs. But eventually, people can just wake up to their own state, you know, like and say realize, yes, life is worth living. So you wake up in the morning and you have motivation. You know, you need to, first of all, you need to take care about yourself. You need to take care about your health, your diet, do a bit of exercise, socializing, and so on. So you start to open up. You know, people who have depressed, they are too much self-centered, you know, like negativities are always kept inside, and it's not there's no communication with the outside world. If you see that, and if you understand that your inner energies are communicated to other people and vice versa, then you start to think, yeah, this is really happening. So the app is actually showing you that it's real. It's not like from the book or something like that. Yeah.
So, and is there some kind of some kind of reason why people should use VitaLab instead of any other smartwatch that is available out there? Or
Yes.
is this more efficient than other apps or other wearables out there?
Yeah. So this is very good question actually. First of all, I have to say this app is unique in on the market now. I mean, nobody do that. So no Apple, no Samsung, no nothing. Nobody can do this measurement of inner energies and so on. So this is very unique. Now, the fact is that, as I will show you now, so you see the screen of the app there, and I can choose, for example, the mini lab. there, which I will show to people. This is easy to understand now. So what you see there is the what I call this energy balance. So when you are in balance, you are in the middle there. And if you are too stressed, you go to the right. If you too relaxed, you go to the left. It's very simple index of energy balance. So if I put my finger, you see the phone there. So every modern phone has some camera, and you just put your finger on the camera and you press go there. So you press go, and then you see the red spot is your blood pulsing, your blood pulse wave pulsing. Then you have the metrics coming there, and then this is your heart pulsing at the bottom. So when you wear an Apple Watch, now I'm talking, so my heart rate is kind of high. You will see the values after. But usually when you do the recordings, you don't need to talk, you sit quietly and you don't move. Because if you move, this is what's happening. You see? Yeah. If you move, you have artifacts and you measure nothing. And so if you have a smartwatch and you think that you are measuring something when you move or even slight movement, this is not true. So the values will be wrong. Yeah. So now you see the values there coming in real time. You see my heart rate is kind of high, 90, about 90 beats per minute. And on the right side, you have HRV, which is the variability of your heart rate, which is like small now because the rhythm is really high. And in the middle, you have the synchrony, which is also called the coherence, the heart coherence. So you see there, the heart coherence is kind of medium there. And you have also the breathing rate, which is wrong because I'm talking. So you have to realize what I'm doing here is not real. You know, it's I should stop talking and do the measurement properly. But anyway, when you measure this correctly, you have how fast you can breathe and also the variability of your breathing. So if you are all over the place, you are disconnected from reality, let's say, your breathing rate variability will be high because you sometimes you breathe fast and slow and fast and slow, so this number will increase. But if you are focused, and if you do, for example, a biofeedback session, your breathing will be more regular. So this breathing rate variability will be low. This is a well-known index now from the clinics. They use that as in psychology to measure the internal state of the person, so the stress level or emotional content. So you have here all the variables that you can, the basic variables you can extract from the pulse wave, and you can tell a lot more about that. So these are just the beginning of the tip of the iceberg, as we can say. So just to tell you, like when you measure, you see here, I'm just moving my finger, and you see the pulse wave, which is noisy. It has nothing to do with the heart pulse wave. Yeah. If I remove this, the line will be flat. There's no pulse, of course. Huh? So when I put my finger back, you see the wave is coming. It takes about 10 seconds to come, the heart pulse wave. Here it comes now. I can even see some heart arrhythmias there because I'm also a clinical scientist, so I can read the pulse wave kind of easily. So when the session is finished, you click stop, and then you have the results, like you have the average value along the session, which is this energy balance here. And for example, here you say, if you click here, you have some recommendations. So you are in the stress zone because I'm talking and I'm in this interview, so I'm stressed. And so you have my energy balance is 56%, which is high for me, really high. And it says take a break, so I should stop. Not maybe not now, but so just relax, go for a gentle walk, change your mind, or something like this. Then here you have your heart rate. Don't look at the values because I was moving my finger all over the place, so they're wrong. But basically, for each of these tab here, for example, the coherence, you can see that it says you are drifting. That means you are not attentive, you're not focused, you're not present, actually. So be present and slow down your breathing. I was breathing too fast. Anyway, I'm talking. So it's so this is an example of some metrics there. You can do some breathing relaxation as well, like a breathing biofeedback. And I can start this biofeedback here, for example. And you put your finger and you have different rhythm of breathing. You have slow, you have fast, medium, and kind of yogic breathing here. And when you do this practice, so you have a sound that guides you. I don't know if people can hear the sound, but you inhale and exhale according to very specific frequencies and rhythm. And if you follow that, you start to relax. You activate what we call the parasympathetic nervous system, and the organs start to relax, and so on. So after a while, you will see on the top there where you see the lungs. This is called the breathing score. So this is how well your breathing biofeedback is performing. So if this is going really low, that means you're not performing well. It's going above 50%, for example, that means you start to be in real biofeedback. So when you perform the biofeedback, you can listen to the sound and you can actually try to make this little blue dot going to the right side. You should be above 50% to be successful. So this is the biofeedback is in two ways with the measurement, the metric, and the pulse wave that you can actually see waxing and waning according to your breathing. So if we do a proper breathing practice, not talking as I do now, you will see the wave waxing and waning according to the breathing pattern. And you will see in real time that your breathing score will go high and high and so on. Yeah. So now I'm in so-called biofeedback for 2 minutes. So if I say stop, so you see now you have some recording of your heart rate. The breathing score, which was very low, it's going down. So your heart rate my heart rate was going up, and I was not breathing correctly. Basically, this is the situation, and this is your breathing rate between 15 breath a minute to something slower there, and HRV and so on. So you have basically all the metrics, but like in the form of a graphic, and you can also have some recommendation according to the statistics that you have there. It says slow down a bit. Of course, 90 beat per minute is not so nice, huh? And so on. Yeah. So there's endless options that you can have there. I'm not even going to the prana recording. There's much more happening there with your analysis of these five elements and so on. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So for those people asking themselves, oh, where shall I get this app? How can I get this app? Where should they go?
It's easy. You go to this store. I will share the screen again. Just tell me if you see something. You see the screen? Yeah, okay. So you just go to the Apple Store or Google Play and you Google for VitaLab, um, and you will find this app there. You can just download it. It's not very costly. It's about 9 Swiss franc. But you can, as I say, you keep it for life. You have updates for free, and so it's a wonderful tool, and there will be nice updates coming soon this year as well. So you can compare your energy level from today, yesterday, and different things will happen. It will be automatic for the people. There is no all the data, just like technical aspects, all the data are encrypted, so nobody can steal your data. So there's a high security and privacy level on this app, and the data are actually not stored on any platform except for the analysis, and then they are destroyed. So nobody keep your data. When the next version of this app, you will have some history of your data, but the data will be stored on everybody's phone and nowhere else. And so you keep your own data for you. Yeah. So just technical details, but I think nowadays it's kind of important to know. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing all your wisdom and knowledge, Patrick. It's been an honor to interview. If you have a final message to share with the audience, feel free to do that.
Thank you so much, Fernando.
You're most welcome. Thank you everyone for watching this.